Warning: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, and I do reserve my First Amendment right to express myself.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Dish and Tea with D for episode 14 in Crime in San Antonio. So today's story is a little heartbreaking. It's about a high school student here in San Antonio at Lehigh. And yes, um, of course, bringing a weapon to school. So, before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with family and friends. Have them like, subscribe, and share with family and friends. Let's spread the word. Don't forget to go to vividlifestyles-vvls.com to donate or to volunteer. Also, there's plenty of resources on that webpage. I'm definitely trying to update it for the 1st of November to that way to have people have access to other resources um, out there during this government shutdown and crisis. Also, I am doing a few fundraisers. We do have the Panda Express fundraiser on Friday, which is Halloween, to scare those predators. Again, it's for to help um, victims of abuse for their, for safe housing, mental and medical care, food, things like that, transportation, things that they may need in a time of crisis when it comes to abuse. Also, I do have my birthday fundraiser up on Facebook, so please go there and donate to Vivid Lifestyles. I might be doing that. Um, Maybe those, I mean, I don't know, I may have, don't have those funds go to some type of food. Not food, or I'll probably raise enough money and probably provide food, like go out and buy and just like box up, box of food and see how many people we can give them out to. But something always to consider still. I know it's right around the corner, literally like in 3 days, and I'm still struggling on what I need to do for these people. So any ideas out there? Be nice to know. Please list them in the comments. And also, if you know of any information that will be useful, whether you are here in Texas or even out of Texas, but either way, please list any help that you or resources that you have available for your surrounding locations. That way, if other people are looking, they will have that information to provided to them. Just leave it in the comments. So with that said, let's kind of get into the story. This is about, again, a Lee High School student who faces criminal charges after a weapon was found in his backpack. According to district officials, Northeast ISD sent a letter to parents about a recent report that a student was in possession of a weapon. That comes with bullets. The campus administrator and the Northeast Police Department were able to identify and locate the 18-year-old student, which means he could be charged as an adult, who was then brought into the office. The student's backpack was searched as a precaution and a weapon was found. The student now faces criminal charges, including unlawful carrying, places prohibited, and possession of a stolen firearm. According to the district, according to the district, they encourage all parents to talk with their children about bringing prohibited items to school, especially weapons. We take all instances like this seriously, and consequences will be given to anyone who brings these items to school. So, of course, there is that school code of conduct that everybody, all parents sign at the beginning and all students sign at the beginning of the school year, as well as the school rules and regulations, code of conducts, all that good stuff. It's all, they call it, so they have parent handbook and things like that. There's all these names for it, but ultimately it comes down to it's a book of rules of what the students can and cannot do, and even parents. So there's a big old list in there that says what they can bring to school and what they cannot bring to school, and even lasers are not even allowed at school unless they are approved by um, administrators. So, um, so with that said, it's again, and if you understand your children and you understand that, I mean, most parents are really realistic and they know what kind of child they're raising. So if you know your child's a little bit more on the what should I call it? Impulsive side. That's I was looking for I was trying to do for the word. But on the impulsive side, then I would check their backpacks before going to school and when they come home because you don't know what they take from school. You know how many toys I'm like, this is not even ours. Take it back to your teacher. I don't need, we don't need any more crap here. Like, really. So, I mean, I got so many kids and y'all all got to have your own individual toys because one likes dinosaurs, one likes cars, one likes this. So they all got to have their own little things. And then we're like, what do we do with all these toys? Because then they're all over the place. And I'm like, how about yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, just go ahead, take it to school and leave it there. Please don't bring it back. Um, but no, but those are usually the kids because they like to take basketball so they could play basketball on the courts and things like that. You know what kids do. So, but I understand like, okay, I'm not gonna send my kids that don't know how to use scissors with scissors. Like that's just why would I even do that? Or they're not going to go with a little pocket knife and they're not going to go with, you know what I mean? These are things, and then I'm hoping they don't come home with one either. So I don't know. Nowadays, who knows? So anyway, um, so the district is also asking that parents continue to discuss the safety with their children because again, children are ultimately the first ones to know everything. The person's friend or even enemy may be the first ones to have noticed something and say something. So definitely you want to teach your kids if you see something, say something. So I know it's hard because there's always retaliation or parents fear what might happen if somebody speaks out and speaks the truth and things like that. But ultimately it is for the better to speak out. I mean, because then if nobody would have spoken out, it could have led into a more dangerous situation and put more people at risk. So we always want to teach it's better to take the life of one than to have risk the life of all. So anyway, so they encourage the parents to talk to their kids about school safety, and again, like I said, if they see something that isn't right, please report it to administrators or teachers. Um, they applaud that it was reported in a timely fashion. So, according to Executive Director Aubrey Chancellor of NEISD Communications, um, that was the information she had wrote in a letter. So again, parents want to stay safe. Please talk to your children. Please, if your child is so happens to be a juvenile delinquent, I mean, it's not okay, but I mean, it happens. Like, you know, everybody isn't perfect. And no matter how hard you try to be the best parent, sometimes your child just isn't reacting to your parenting the way you want them to react to. So it happens. Unfortunately, it does. So, with that said, please monitor, please do. And unfortunately, this child is 18, and as adult, it's kind of hard when you are a parent and they're in that situation too, where, okay, you're still in high school, technically, like a child, but you're also 18 in the eyes of the law. You're an adult, so you can physically tell me no, kind of thing. I don't want to do it. So it's a little slippery slope, and I get it. And it's just kind of like one of those, I don't know what will hit their outside, what this student's home life was like. I mean, but still, I mean, ultimately it comes down to the parents. And if this child isn't living with his parents because he is 18 now, then he is considered an adult and he's responsible for his own actions. And then unfortunately in that situation, he's not doing the best to start off with. He's not making the best decisions in life. So hopefully they did charge him, and hopefully they do ultimately give him some type of punishment. Obviously, I don't, well, I shouldn't say obviously because I don't know. But this may be his first offense or their first offense. I shouldn't say if it's a boy or girl because they didn't really give that detail, but it just says 18-year-old student who was then the student. They just kept saying the student. They don't say he or she. So, again, we don't know, I mean, what they're going through in their home life, and we don't know if they're actually, you know, physically living on their own and as she's an adult. We don't know if he or she has this history of doing something like this before, or if there's even um a history on file with the school of something like of incidents like this from previous years. So it's kind of hard to tell whether this is really truly a first offense or if it's a history. So if it's like a first offense, I'm sure they'll just get like some type of fine and probation or community service or something, maybe a couple of months in jail, but I don't think they're gonna give them like no 20 years or something just for having a weapon at school. I mean, for God's sake, I mean they're trying to get what's his name off on, what do you call it, self-defense for that track meet at the high school. Austin Metcalf and what's his name. So I know, and I was doing stories on him. I need to do another story. I will, guys. So tell me what you think with all this crime going on in these schools and all this, what these weapons being brought to a school. Tell me what your opinion is on these types of cases because there has been a lot here just in San Antonio and even more in all around Texas. So, I mean, geez, I can't even get out of San Antonio. So can you imagine? By the time I do get done with San Antonio or just the schools here in San Antonio, I'm just like, geez, something pops off every day. I mean, stuff's going on in Florida. Stuff's going on all over the place. Stuff's always going on in Florida, but anywho, not my, I shouldn't say not my problem, but another whole nother story there. So certain states, I just kind of stay away from their news because it's just way too much. Unless it's about, you know, trafficking rings and things like that, then we're gonna have to report on it because that is nationally affected, like amongst all children. So anyway, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, go to the website. Don't forget to get part of the Allison Stoner book club that I have going on right now because we are reading her book Semi Well Adjusted Despite Literally Everything. We have stuff for volunteers, how to become a better volunteer. I'm still currently working on the resources page. I know it's kind of just blah, here's some numbers and have a good day kind of thing. So I do want to organize it a little bit better, but that does take time, energy, a little bit of money. And so please don't forget to donate and support this channel, support Vivid Lifestyles with VLS. We're trying to get the word. We are trying to save lives and help all Americans. So again, thank you for being here. And then as always, you guys stay safe. Until next time, pinkies up. I haven't forgot. I just haven't been able to. It's winter. You'll be seeing me drinking my tea. So like starting soon, probably starting November, you see me saying pinkies up a lot more because I'll be having hot cocoa or tea or something warm because it is literally 59 degrees right now. It was 57 when I started this video and now it's 59, so it's a little warming up, but it was literally 50 degrees when I woke up this morning. Cold. I don't like it when it's 75, 78 degrees. I'm like, I need that thing to say 80 degrees or above for me to even feel semi okay. So again, stay cool. Stay cool, stay warm, in this coolness that's coming. And again, stay safe. Bye now.